the Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You're a Tom's River resident. That's why we do this show. This is not Babe's Coffee in Seaside Heights. I actually sprung for a coffee maker here in the studio, here at Ready to Roll Studios, Seaside Heights. Got it at the Big Lots. It was Black & Decker. Nice machine. $19. Can't go wrong. It's our first show with 2019. We were on a hiatus. And during that time on a hiatus, we conducted a Christmas decoration home contest here in Seaside Heights in Tom's River. You can see the special online. We'll put the Addy up there on the screen. And we had 3 winners in Seaside Heights, Tom's River. We'll get into that a little bit later. I want to go over the contact info. If you need to get in touch with me, our website is HMGTV Shows. There you can send me an email. You can look at all our projects and productions here. Live stream is where we archive all our shows, and you can stream them anytime you want, and download the app. Besides my productions there, we have a ton of other programming on live stream. It's not just me. There's a lot of people there, and it's a great streaming network, and there's a ton of other producers there. The New Jersey Lottery's on it. You know, there's a lot going on there. You can follow us on Twitter. If anything I can do to help you, we are here to help. If it's a consumer issue, actually I'm about to go head-to-head with Home Depot. Hopefully we can resolve that over appliance installation, central air conditioning. I've been in touch with their expediters of customer service. We'll see how this goes. I'll bring you up to date on our next show. If we are not successful, I may even do a Home Depot show. But we are usually pretty good with consumer issues. If you have a problem with Tom's River or Seaside Heights, I can talk to Mayor Kelleher and Mayor Bonds if you got an issue there. If there's an issue Ocean County-wise, you know, we got Picari. So we can help you there. And consumer-wise, if you have an issue, I'm here to help. These cameras in the studios, whether it be here, Ready to Roll Studios in Seaside Heights, or HMG, Hudson Media Group, in North Jersey at North Bergen, we're usually pretty good about that. You got some changes coming in. As of the 7th of January, we're going to have a carry-out bag tax. Basically, it's plastic bags, but somehow it incorporated the brown paper bags. I'm a brown paper bag guy. I'd rather not get plastic bags. And there isn't so much a problem with plastic. It's a problem with how we handle it. You see them flying around in the streets all the time. They're getting into the water. We're the problem. Not the plastic. It's how we dispose of it. And it's, you know, you can melt it down and you can reuse it again, but for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be something anybody wants to recycle. We are the problem. And the state is outlawing, well, you're going to pay 5 cents a plastic bag or a paper bag. And paper bags, for some reason, they're recyclable. I don't know what the issue is with paper. You're going to have the plastic bags, paper bags, and straws. Again, it's not the plastic. It's we, the people. We're the ones that aren't handling this properly. Like I said, what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about our Christmas contest winners. I want to give them their moment in the sun there. We're going to talk about the Dunes in Seaside Heights. We're going to talk about the rebound that's starting in Tom's River this year. The your taxes will be affected in 2020. You got an election coming up this year in 2019. You got a school referendum here in Tom's River. 147 million. And we'll talk about taxes in general. Been a lot of changes in 2019 from 2018. We'll go over it. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.com.
seaside.org.
We're back, Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia, you're a concerned Tom's River resident and Seaside Heights. We should merge them two, like I did with the Christmas special. Let's go with the Christmas special first. We did a 2-hour special. It featured Bayonne, Jersey City, my hometown, your hometown. Everybody I meet in Tom's River, there's a very short connection before I get to Jersey City. Bayonne, North Bergen, Union City, that's right, and Tom's River Seaside, or in my case, Seaside Tom's River. We had 3 winners in each contest. Let me show you the Seaside Heights Tom's River winners. Each one of them will receive $500 in cash, and we'll get a little commemorative plaque. And hopefully Mayor Kelleher and Mayor Boz will do it somewhere here in Seaside. It may be the studio, on the boardwalk, wherever. But let's take a look at their homes. You got 3 homes, 1 in Seaside Heights, 2 in Tom's River. Let's take a quick look. Good looking homes. I really respect people who decorate their homes. There's a lot of labor, there's effort, there's design, there's a theme, there's a thought, and there's expense. So for 17 years, actually even longer, in Jersey City, I've been hosting and conducting the contest. I think North Bergen is in its 5th year. Bayonne, it's 3rd year. Union City, its 2nd year. And now Tom's River, Seaside Heights. I keep doing it backwards. Seaside Heights, Tom's River. And it's a lot of effort. We got to go out and find the homes. Not everybody tells you where they are. So we have to usually find them. Our guys will go out, or people will contact us. We got the stories in the paper. Congratulations, those 3. If you know the people, contact them. We'll be sending out notices. The local papers up north did a lot with it. We didn't get much down here. There was the Dune project beginning in the fine borough of Seaside Heights. And I'm ambivalent here, I guess. I'm worried about the tourism. You're walking along the boardwalk. Depending on your height, you may not see the ocean. If you're a people watcher, if you want to see the babes in bikinis, you got a problem standing on a boardwalk. Because there is a dune that is going to be 18 feet high. Now, that concerns me from tourism. We got to rebuild our tourism base, and it's best for the state of New Jersey. The more tourism we can get here in Seaside Heights, the better it helps Tom's River, the better it helps Route 37, the more jobs it creates. It's really the economic engine for this area, Seaside Heights. And we got to get it back to 4 million, 5 million people. This 18-foot dune probably is not going to be an asset to be doing that. But on the flip side, my kids bought a home in Seaside Heights, and the idea of the dune is to protect the property in Seaside Heights, the property and its people. I've said this before. What'll be like 5 years out of Superstorm Sandy? We have never had a storm of that magnitude here. We've had nor'easters in Seaside Heights, Tom's River, Jersey City. Even if there was a nor'easter, we never got anything. I remember taping the windows and nothing ever happened. One of the reasons we were caught with our pants down in Jersey City when Superstorm Sandy came, we never got hit with it. Hoboken got flooded, of course. Seaside Heights, Manahawkin, all the places along the Jersey Shore. Manahawkin really got the worst of it, I think. But there was flooding. You go to YouTube videos, you can see, for that matter, in one of the YouTube videos, I see my kid's house back at Superstorm Sandy, how deep the water got like right up to the first step. Do we overreact to it? Are we spending billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars all across New Jersey to prevent another Superstorm Sandy, the effects of another Superstorm Sandy? Hoboken, they're talking about building walls, and say we'll build a wall, but we won't build a wall. You can do with that what you wish. Where there's all sorts of preventions going on, and we're spending billions. We may never see this again. Now the Dune project, again, I think it hurts us tourism-wise, but it helps the properties. But I don't know any of these dunes that were successful. So we'll see how this goes. I know you're seeing some footage of it that Mike's showing you. What's going on here in Seaside Heights. This thing is a mountain. They had to build ramps going up over the dunes and down to the side. I don't know. It's going to be tough, wheelchairs or anything. We're all going to have to learn a new way. There's a rebound beginning in Tom's River in 2019. The effects of that rebound will hit you in 2020. Jersey City, and again, Toms River was ordered to do this by the state. Jersey City just did a revow. Actually, it's our second one in 5 years. We had not conducted a revow in Jersey City since the middle 80s. I think it was 1987. And the state, under Governor Christie, ordered Jersey City to do the revow. Our previous mayor, Jeremiah Healy, had started the revow, held it off for a year, and then it commenced. And with our new, young, aggressive mayor, Stephen Pullip, who just had a baby boy, Jackson, came in, he stopped that revow. Well, the revow was done. He stopped paying it because he had issues with the legality of it. The revow company had hired a former business administrator from Jersey City. They thought there was a little inside baseball. Mayor Pullip fought it, court, lost, appeal, lost. So we're out like $4 or $5 million on a revow. And by the time everything was settled in the courts, the revow was over 3 years old. We couldn't use any of the information, so we had to do another revow. And it was devastating to parts of Jersey City. Some people seen their property taxes go from $8,000 a year to $43,000 a year. Some areas it went down. Yeah, it's not like everybody's taxes go up. It's an equalizer. Now, Gold Coast, downtown Jersey City, major change since the 80s into 2017 when the revow was being conducted. You know, you bought a home in the 80s, and one of those brownstones for like $80,000 back in the 80s. And things worth like $5 million today. You know, I sympathize with everybody who got massive property tax increases. But they knew the value of their home was going up, and they were paying property taxes based on 1980. I recommend to you now, when this begins, and it will begin in 2019 for Toms River, get a tax attorney, somebody who specializes in revows. We had a guy on, for that matter, we'll show a clip of the revow show, a company that did a lot of the tax appeals in the revows in Jersey City and was very successful. You have elections coming up in Toms River this year in November for mayor and the 3 councils at large. I know I covered this earlier last year. We will conduct live debates right in this studio here. With the mayors, you figure 2 or 3 candidates. We can deal with that. It gets ridiculous when you're council at large. That may become a problem. There's 3 seats. You might have 9 people. You have a debate with 9 people, you're not going to get all the information you want. So we'll have to figure out how to handle the at large. 3 candidates for mayor, pushing it to 4. We can deal with that. You can deal with that. You can get all the questions you want answered. I'll keep you posted on that. And like I said, ready to roll. We'll produce these here, but we want to make sure we produce them in a time frame where we can get as many questions and answers for you to become an educated voter. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Pen and Pencil Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at penandpencilproperties.com. Pen and Pencil Properties, building Jersey City for everyone. Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. We'll be back. Pat O'Meara here, you with Toms River residents. Why we do the Toms River Show, and that's what you're watching right now. Big issue coming up for you people in Toms River. On the 22nd of January, you had to go to the voting booths. You have to vote on a referendum for $147 million for school improvements. Now, the improvements here that they're talking about, improvements, upgrades, whatever you want to call them, is new windows, ceiling panels, some paving in the parking lots, new boilers, things of that nature. Sidewalk work, new desks, that sort of thing. And they want to float a bond for this referendum for $147 million. And what's interesting is, first off, with the exception of the boiler. Yeah, I can see where you're maintaining the boiler, and after 10, 12, 15 years, well, actually, commercial boilers, they last longer than that. You may have to get a new boiler, and you may have to go into debt for a new boiler. But when it comes to ceiling panels and windows and paving and sidewalk repair and painting, rust work in the playgrounds, that sort of thing, that's part of your budget. There is a maintenance expense as part of all the budgets that they should be using that money to maintain and replace as time goes, like you do in your home. You maintain, you paint, you fix, you do this, you do that. You put money aside out of your weekly paycheck, monthly, whatever you do your budget. Every time you do something, you're not putting it on your credit card. That's in essence what's happening here. And like I said, with the exception of the boiler, all that other stuff should be ongoing. It should be going every year. All right, what we're going to do this year? We're going to change the ceiling panels because they're dirty from roof leaks. Well, we should have fixed the roof. There's a problem with maintenance here, and that's what's happening. But the bigger question is here is $147 million. The average home in Toms River will pay about $150 extra a year for this bond. And what's interesting, one of the things I love about this is it's what I call a slip-by referendum. They put this referendum like the end of January. There's no other friggin' election, no other reason for you to go. And a lot of these towns will have the polls will close at 3 p.m. while you're at work. They want to try to control the amount of voters. They want to get as many positives in there so they can tax you. This is New Jersey. It's one of the things we're constantly talking about. And it's school budget. I think 75% of your taxes go towards the school. And they put these in what I call a slip-by election. They're trying to slip it by you. If you're going to have a referendum that's going to affect your bottom line, $150 a year, that's a food order for a family of four. Go to Shopping, you're going to spend that. But here they're taking a food order away each week for you. If you're going to have a referendum of this magnitude, then you have to put it in the regular election cycle. If your elections are in May for council or mayor or whatever's going on, you put it in May when most people are coming out to vote. Or if you're Toms River, it's November. The more people are coming out to vote. That's when you want to have it. It's not January the 22nd. That's trying to slip it by you. And the other thing I loved, my favorite part of this referendum is when they state this. Of the $147 million, the state is going to pay approximately $47 million. So the people of Toms River will be on the hook for $99 million. Wow, that's a bargain. You only got to pay $99 million. But my question is here, for these people who spin this, who pays the state's bills? What? Yes, you. You're not getting any discount here. You pay state taxes also. And you pay your local taxes. So you're paying this. Just out, they'd like to push some of this onto other people in the state of New Jersey who have nothing to do with Toms River. And there's a problem with that, like Jersey City. Abbott District, a lot of the rest of the state picks up a lot of the school budget for the state of the city of Jersey City. That's beginning to change. Same thing with Hoboken. Hoboken's the go-to area, Abbott District. But this is what they try to preach. They all complain about it. When they say, we're paying money towards Hoboken and Jersey City, they're Abbott districts, and they're all the Abbott districts. I'm just using my hometown. But here they are, they're saying, we'll have to pay, the state will pay $47 million. No, you're paying $47 million. Yeah, and it's a shame that's done. And the thing is, I guarantee you, your grandchildren will be paying that bond. Because, when do you ever hear of a bond being retired? We paid off the bond. You're not paying off these bonds. They got bonds from the last time. And it's always the same thing with this, too, the referendum. It's for the children. Well, we just passed a bill with $500 million, which will get perverted into probably $1 billion a year for schools and school security and all. Again, we got to keep the kids safe. But do we want to turn schools into jails? You know, there has been issues, and we don't understand why kids are doing what they're doing. These are kids killing kids in a lot of these cases. It's a kid that graduated or still a student, that sort of thing. It's not, fortunately, it's not, people running out of the street and into the schools. What we need to get control of the school, and I'm going to get into this in our next segment. But the thing is, do you want to pay this? Now, there's a mismanagement that has occurred here because they didn't use the money that you already gave them from your property taxes to maintain these structures. Now, it's another thing if they were talking about building something. We're going to build a new school because the population's changed, and we have to build a new school. Man, it's something you're going to have to consider. But no, we're not doing that here in Toms River. What we're doing is repairing and upgrading the facilities. That should be part of the budget, like you do in your home. You want to put new wallpaper up. You put a little money aside away till you get the new wallpaper. Or you want to put a new Prego floor in. You put money aside. Now, if there's that big, like they're talking boilers, all right, maybe that's something we bond to. But you've got to make a mandate that you retire the bond. That boiler now, that they have there, it went bad. I guarantee you the bonds are still there from the boiler that went bad. They're still paying. That would be interesting to find out what their bond service fee is between interest and refinancing the bonds and all that. Because they probably haven't retired bonds from when they bought the first boiler system. But I can understand that. If you've got to buy a boiler, things are expensive. Maybe you go on the hook. But if you're going to put the people of Toms River on the hook for $150 extra a year, you got to put them in the loop at a time when we're coming out to vote anyway. You either put this referendum up in May, depending on when your election cycles are, or in Toms River's case, November, when the most people in Toms River who are going to be affected are out there voting, not January the 22nd. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'm here. You're here. We're doing this show. We're doing it for your benefit. Got my in-house coffee now. Senator Sweeney is going to do a statewide tour. For that matter, I've offered Senator Sweeney to film, come into either of the studios, ready to roll, or Hudson Media, and film the half-hour pitch or whatever it is about how he wants to cut the school budget and how you get control of it. I think the Asbury Park Press just did a video with Vinnie Coppell, one of the most active state senators out of Monmouth County. You can thank him at 166 for holding the overnight work. Him and Sweeney and the publishers there, or editors of Asbury Park Press, did a segment on it about getting control and consolidating the school districts. Now, a while back, I had done a piece on the Toms River Show here about how it's ridiculous, your school budget. It's consuming the state of New Jersey. And not even talking about pensions, that it's like $350 billion to go there, and we're way into it. We'll never pay that off. But the school budget is just eating away to a point where it'll just eat the state of New Jersey and probably force it to go bankrupt, which is conceivable somewhere along the line. You need to get the school budget and the house in order here. And when I did the piece a while back with about school superintendents, there are 511 or something like that, or 521 school superintendents in the state of New Jersey. And them alone cost 72, I think it was 72 or $76 million a year. 511 or 521, whatever it was. That's a lot of money. Also, there's always an assistant superintendent, or 2 or 3. And in some cases, they make more than the superintendent, depending on longevity. And also a way of skirting some of Christie's school tax referendums, initiatives there. So I think the figure was between the school superintendents and their group of assistants, it was like $193 million a year. Do you really freaking need 500 school superintendents and probably another 1,000 or so assistant superintendents? Of course not. That's how this thing just got out of hand. You know, we're operating the state of New Jersey like it's the 40s and the 50s. That's changed. We need to look at it differently. And what Sweeney is talking about is consolidating all these districts. We got more districts than we do municipalities. And getting a handle on it before the school budgets just consume the entire state budget. And Jersey is number 1 as it is. Do you really want to be 1A or something like that? Is there anything, can we go beyond number 1 in taxes? But these are the kind of things. We need to do something. And sitting on a hand and talking about, well, we can raise taxes, you know, I'm going to get into this now, for that matter, raising taxes. Do you know the exodus has been going on for New Jersey? More people left New Jersey in 2018, double, than moved into New Jersey. Why? Duh. Number 1 state in taxes. It's the cost of living. It's the most expensive place to live. More expensive than Hawaii. You could be on the beaches in Hawaii, living cheaper than you are in New Jersey. And we lead the nation in the exodus. People are leaving. Now, they're being there, I think it was 2 to 1 with United Van Line. You know, people are leaving. Why leaving? Well, it's high taxes, retirement, job opportunities. You got the people moving in are young. They're looking for jobs. We don't have a lot of good jobs anymore. And we don't do job creation. It just doesn't happen. You know, people are moving to New Jersey to work in New York, and that only lasts a little while before they get smart and say, you know, pretty expensive. We are number 1 in the state, in the United States, for people leaving the state. And we have been number 1 for the last 7 years. There's a reason that people are leaving in droves. More than 2 to 1 getting out of the state than coming in. And it's going to be a point. That's bad math. It's going to be a breaking point. We're not far from that breaking point. That's what Senator Sweeney's trying to do with getting a handle on the school budget. That's, you know, you got the pensions, you got the school budget. You know, everything is tied to that. Everything in New Jersey is tied to those property taxes. They affect everything. You know, it's a high cost of living. It just drives the cost of everything. You know, from rents to the cost of a hamburger. Everything is predicated on the property taxes. You know, how much you're going to charge in rental depends on the property taxes. You know, you want your unit to, you know, a rental to pay the property taxes, so you got to charge more rent. It's a vicious cycle. And eventually, all you're going to have is millionaires, which we're just jumped the tax on them again, and there'll be no middle class. There'll be entry-level class. I don't want to say poor or anything like that. People who didn't make good decisions in life, and people who did. And there's going to be a class warfare, and there is one right now. I'm not a millionaire. I'm more like a hundredaire. I have a problem. We're going to reach into people's pockets because they've been successful. You know, I said this before. You know, somebody's a doctor or a lawyer, an accountant, a plumber, a carpenter, over-the-road truck driver, a small business person, or an investor, a real estate agent, whatever the case is. You've done well. Your parents did a good job of sending you to college. They broke their butt so you can have a good future and have a good career. And because of your success, we should really reach into your pocket. Because you're successful, we should take it away from you and tax you. There's a new congresswoman from New York talking about taxing people who have been successful in life, 70%. They have fair share. Well, who the hell is anybody to say fair share? Everybody should pay the same percentage on taxes. It's not right that we have class warfare here. Well, these people here didn't make good decisions. They didn't go to school. They didn't get a trade. They didn't get a skill. And they're not doing well. So we should take money from them and put it over there. That's not America. America gives everybody an opportunity. You apply yourself in the United States of America, you're going to do okay. You will succeed. You know, it may not be immediately, but you get an education, you get a skill, you get a trade, you'll be all right. You'll make it work. Now, what we need our leaders to do is those people who make those good decisions, make it affordable they can live in this state. So we don't lose those people. Yeah, I got a friend of mine who moved to Ohio. Guy left Linden, New Jersey, moved to Ohio, and he keeps telling me how much cheaper than car insurance. So much cheaper he had paid. I was able to afford a new car. You know, I had like a 2000 Kia. I was able to get a brand new car for the same insurance. It's Ohio. Not like it's, you know, across the ocean here. It's Ohio. Pretty much New Jersey without an ocean. And it's cheaper there. There's a problem with that. That's why we need to get a handle on what's going on. And yeah, we got to embrace the initiatives from Sweeney. But you know, even the monies we have, we're not applying them. Well, like the New Jersey Turnpike, I'll pull this out real quick. New Jersey Turnpike is in terrible shape. I remember back in the 80s and 90s, you know, if there was a nuclear attack, the Turnpike would be open. The Turnpike is littered with potholes now. You pay the toll. Well, you easy pass through, and there's a friggin' pothole by that toll booth. New Jersey Transit is a wreck. It's a disaster. These are all the things your money is getting sucked into. We have to get the house in order. It starts locally, and then it spreads out statewide. But I'm out of time. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'm Pat O'Melia. Good night.